Hello and welcome. This is Japan, and I thought I'd do a prediction video for the match card for Spring Breakin. It's this Tuesday and next Tuesday on NXT, so it's like a little bit of a weird premium live event where it's like split over 2 days. So there's a lot of matches, and I think the big matches are this Tuesday, so like it feels like it's probably correlating with the draft. So I figured, hey, let's try to predict this. Right off the bat, we have the NXT Championship match. I don't know if it's like the opening match. I was kind of basing it off the cards that they have. I think it would probably be the main event, but we'll just start with the main event, I guess. It's Ilya Dragunov versus Trick Williams. I think this match is going to be absolutely phenomenal, just going right off the bat. Not even predicting who's going to win, but it's going to be a phenomenal match. If Trick Williams loses, he must leave NXT, which could easily set him up to being drafted to SmackDown and stuff. So I have a very weird feeling on this one that I think Trick loses and then gets drafted up to SmackDown. Possibly Dragunov stays a little bit longer down there. It's one of those things. I feel like they want him up there in the main roster with some of these European stuff going on. But if not, this is the best way of doing it because Trick has to leave. Hopefully he gets drafted and moves on up. So I think Ilya Dragunov wins here and becomes or retains the title. Next up, you have the NXT Women's Triple Threat match for the championship. Another one with the draft. I feel like because it's early, I think that it means that Roxana Perez is probably going to be drafted up to the main roster. That would be my feeling. So I think she loses the match here by Lyra pinning Tatum Paxley. I think Tatum's there to be the patsy of being the pin, no matter what. I think you could definitely, that's the easy prediction of the whole thing, is that Tatum's taking the pin, but it's just kind of depending. I think this way you get Roxana Perez to move up without having to lose right before she moves, and it'll be a cool match for her final match. Then next up we have a beach brawl, which is Blair Davenport versus Sol Raka. I'm assuming it's going to be like a no holds bar. I think Sol wins this. I think Blair Davenport's whole story of like being a person that injured a bunch of people. I think this is kind of like her end, and but I think this is kind of a perfect one. It's one of those weird things where like I could easily see it going either way, but I think Sol wins this one. Next up we have the the 6-man tag team match. You see in the bottom corner where I am, which is a no catch crew or no quarter catch crew versus the family. I think the family win here. I think Charlie Dempsey, with him being the Heritage Cup person, is definitely one that you would hope that they won't lose, but because it's like in that 6-man thing, I think you can have him possibly lose without it looking too bad on him. I think Miles Bourne is one that takes the pin either way here. Obviously we get like Luca on the other side. Like they have like easily some newer people in there to win, like be the ones that take the pin. I guess I think it's gonna be the family that wins. I don't know, like the way that they build up like Tony D'Angelo with him losing the chance against Ilya Dragunov and then losing this match just doesn't seem like a back-to-back thing you'd want to do. And that's what Tuesday's match is going to be. The Tuesday afterwards, we're going to have the North American Championship against Obafeti versus Ivar. This one's an interesting one to me because, like, Ivar, I think, should win this one, but I don't know what it would really do for him or for Obi. So I think they just have it being a phenomenally great match. I think this is going to be the best match on the entire card by far. I think it's just going to just be a lot of crazy stuff that happens on here. But I think Obi, he retains. And I think it puts him over incredibly. And Ivar looks amazing and great from going down there. But if somebody's going to beat him, this would be an interesting chance for Ivar to do it. I like Ivar in the main roster, so I don't really would understand it as much. But I guess it just kind of takes some time to build his character, but I think this is where they keep it. Then you got the tag team champions, Axiom and Nathan Frazier versus the Authors of Pain. I somehow feel like the Street Profits are going to get involved in this, maybe, or something. I just don't think you just take the titles right off of Axiom and Nathan Frazier so close to when they do it. But I mean, the whole Final Testament will be there, so I think like there'll have to be some type of outside help, or they're just going to lose. That's just kind of the plain and simple thing. But I think the champions retain. And then the last one, you have an NXT Underground match, would be Lola Vice versus Natalia. I think Natalia wins here, but Lola Vice shows out incredibly to basically, you know, show what she's all made of. I mean, it's a great match for her. I just see, possibly Natalia not losing this the first one. I think this might be a two match thing where then Lola beats her eventually. But I definitely could see it go either way. I would feel the best way of doing it would be Lola winning it, but I don't think you have Natalia lose to Lola without such a build up. But that's how I feel on the predictions. Tell me what you guys think. It's a kind of a really crazy one, to a certain extent of like having it like the two night thing. Like I feel like the bigger titles are on the first one, but I think the better matches are night two. I don't know if that's a weird prediction, but that's kind of how I'm feeling. And tell me what you guys think. NXT's been just very hot with these type of things, so I'm really excited for this one. And I think all the matches, honestly, are going to be absolute bangers. So, yeah, tell me what you guys are most excited for and what you guys think each thing's going to be. But this has been Japan. Bye, guys.